welcome to the first recorded episode of the Relic of Rendamir campaign reboot. We're here in the continent with a new group, a new party, and a new hunger for adventure. This party has already completed the Lost Mines of Phandelver module and have made the journey to Rendamir as outsiders. This is actually session 23. We've already had 3 sessions with Rendamir, time to get naturalized and settle in, and then a 2-year time skip. As always, I'm Nathan, the DM of this campaign, and I'm joined by my 4 players over here. Starting with our reluctant leader, Ailwin Biro, played by Joe.
Hello, everyone.
The level-headed elf has an affinity for crossbows and swords and knows how to use them. Ailwin is cool under pressure, rational, and cunning, yet under the layers of cold, get-it-done fighter lies a heart of gold looking out for his crew and being the closest thing most of them have had to a proper father figure. The former sailor has had a shadowy past, losing his father and later his beloved brother to the sea. He also had a loved squire and friend in the goblin Ymik, whom sadly remained in the old world when the group made their journey to Rendamir. To remember his protege, he carries Ymik's special longsword. Ailwin served under Captain Wolfbeard as a quartermaster for many years before getting entangled with a small crew escorting a wagon for a dwarf named Gundren. It was on this job he met the humorous Fulgur Dominus, played by MK.
Yo.
This young and still maturing human ex-circus performer often has run-ins with the authorities for getting into situations he shouldn't be in. His trademark dragon features, such as his blue-scaled eye, catch the attention of any passerby, and his application of dragon-like magic hints at an unknown cursed past. After escaping from his life as a circus freak, Fulgur has sought to make a name for himself, and as Ailwin's right-hand man, he has been searching far and wide, and within himself, for his true purpose in this confusing world. Amongst his many quandaries is his relationship with their third adventuring partner, Pridyntha Moonbriar, played by Jenny.
Hi.
Pridyntha, or more commonly Priddy, is similarly a lost soul finding her way through the chaos around her. A semi-successful bard with a flair for the sneaky and devious, she, as most from the old world, has a past filled with bad choices, bad people, and regrets. Unapologetic and blunt, the half-elf was entangled in criminal activity and extortion, but since meeting the party has shown promising signs of wanting to change and be a better person who genuinely cares about her friends. This fact might be contested by the meek and gentle Faye Ambervyre, played by B.
Hi.
The young and inexperienced half-elf has grown up in the town of Aganon in East Rendamir under the shadow of her father's failed affairs with the town council. One of the sole magic users in the region, she is unskilled and unconfident, traits the council hopes will be remedied by assigning her as the supervisor of the newcomers. Together, these 4 make up the Argon Expeditionary Force, a group sent out on a great but unknown journey to the city of Artoria Minor, entrusted with the duty of saving all of Rendamir. And that's where we're up to. So, welcome to
I'm
the
so
adventure.
excited.
Sweet.
Great job.
Oh,
Very good.
beautiful, beautiful.
Does anyone care to do like a quick recap of what's happened so far up until now in the past 23 sessions that we didn't record?
It's a whole lot of adventuring, a whole lot of passing faces and shenanigans. We solved the mystery of Gundren and his mine. As it turns out, he wanted it and someone else wanted it, called the Black Spider. Took care of them. And then we all decided to go to Argon to search for Elwin's brother. But we needed crew members because our party had shrunk very low. So that's when we got Pridyntha. Then we got on a boat, had a lot of unique encounters. I think I got one shot by a dragon at one point. We managed to survive only to kind of shipwreck into this mysterious land where we arrived to the town of Argon. And after a bit of a rocky start, we met Faye, who served as a pseudo watcher, pseudo guide of the town. And a brief time skip of just 2.5 years-ish, right?
2 years, 3 months?
Yeah.
And now we are setting out to
Found a boat.
find a boat.
Okay.
It's a Artoria Minor, right?
Yeah.
First.
Well, Artoria
should I-
Minor is the sort of goal at the end of the road currently, but your first step is Aganon, and then turn up.
So we're already leaving the old sailor's home.
Yeah. Where we played Truth or Dare, and Pridyntha maybe was too mean to Faye.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
So we'll pick it up right as we left off last week. The old man, Kent Bridwell, he's at his door waving you all off as you leave, and you've just had an eventful night. Some tensions have boiled up to the surface. Some people have confided in others, and it's back on the road.
Faye is just gonna be walking in silence, kind of hanging back. She's awful embarrassed about her conduct the night before.
Fulgur can't remember. Wait, actually, with the double con saves, not 20, I think he remembers just fine. Just doesn't want to talk about it. Forgot that I actually got sober out of nowhere.
Pridyntha is walking either next to Ailwin or just behind him, and she's probably like playing on her lyre a little bit. She doesn't have any real feelings about what happened yesterday, or at least she's not gonna act like it.
And Elwin's picking up these vibes. As they're going back towards the boathouse, he's just got his crossbow ready because he still remembers they were ambushed.
So I guess we're keeping an eye out while we're making our way.
Faye is not. Faye is reading her book.
Can I get
Aw.
a perception from Ailwin and whoever else is looking out? So
Amazing.
your journey from the sailor's home is pretty uneventful. Or at least it's more uneventful than your journey up to it. As you're moving along, you've got the forest to your left. It's deep, thick. There's just complete darkness after a few trees. It's the canopy's too spread out to let any light in. And to your right, you've got the lake. It's still peaceful. There's a few birds fishing, and you can see some disturbance out on the water a bit further into the lake. You are able to make it back to the old boathouse after about an hour or so. Nothing happens, you're not attacked, and you find yourself standing in front of that shack.
So yeah, we've paid the rental fee, or the donation.
Yep. Said he didn't want me to, overpay, so I just covered the cost. We should be good.
Oh, okay.
Did we
Is
give
it?
you our money?
No, I paid out of pocket
Oh,
because
you
I'm a
paid
good person.
your money. Great. Sure.
Yep. Faye can confirm. Isn't that right, Faye? And I kind of just elbow her a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Sorry. Let me just put this away. Yes, that did happen.
See? I'm a good person.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Well, Ailwin, lead the way. You know how water works.
Yes, I know how the waters work.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna try to head inside and undo the rigging to the boat to get it loose and back out into the water. Is it still in good shape?
So it appears to be in good shape. There's no holes in it, there's no major damage to it. It is old, but the wood is holding up. This shack is sort of like, I don't really know how to describe it, but where the boat is actually in the water, and there's a sort of like a door on the other end that you can open up into the river.
Oh, kind of like, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's like a little mini dock inside where you
Yeah.
can just kind of step into the boat. Okay.
All right, cool. We'll get those doors open, and he'll get everyone into the boat, lead them out to the river, and then close up the building, and then hop on the boat. So hopefully sail away.
So you can all slowly, with the oars pushing, and you can get it out of the boathouse and into the river. Almost immediately as you get into the river, you're already getting picked up by the current. It's a very small incline, but it is still an incline, so it is very fast. And it's, as we said before, it was very wide. It was about as wide as the Amazon. And yeah, so there's a lot of water rushing past, and you are now already getting pulled down with
It is going south, right?
It is going
Yeah,
south.
this is where we want to go, right?
Yes,
Yes.
good.
Quick
Oh,
question,
we're all-
Dina.
Yes.
Did we pass any waterfalls on the way up here? Just to be asked the silly question.
That's a great
You
question.
did not.
Okay, great.
Ooh.
Thank God.
But then again, you visited the forest about halfway up, so you never know.
Yeah,
what-
we only know about
Well,
this. We don't know about any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can fly and take someone with me. I guess just keep an eye out for waterfalls and let me know.
Okay.
Alright,
Faye's face immediately goes pale. It's like almost sickly green, and she's gonna be like, okay, all right, cool, waterfall. All right, cool. Watch out.
There might not
cool.
even be one. Don't worry about it. And if there is, I can fly. I've had practice, and I can probably maybe carry you.
How many oars are there? Like, is there like
Yeah,
two
is there enough
spots,
for
four
everybody?
spots?
There are 4.
All
Okay,
right.
so each one just gets one.
Yes, this is an 8-person.
Faye has a
rowboat.
fucking death grip on the oar.
So I assume Ailwin, former sailor, is at the head of the boat, directing the crew.
Yes, he is, and he's trying to get them to do basic little sea shanty to keep time.
So you've made it out into the river, about on average 10 kilometers wide. So you've got some work in it for you to cross over. You're going downriver quite fast, and everyone can start to try and redirect the boat across the river, but it'll take a little while. And made it about 20 kilometers. So at this point, and you are now about halfway. So you're about right in the center of the river. Is everyone just focused purely on rowing, or is anyone doing anything else or keeping watch or anything like that?
What kind of sea shanty is it? Because if it's a drinking one, I have drinks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah, as soon as
Ellen
you
knows better than that.
yeah, as soon as any mention of bottle comes up, I just hold up my like little mini bottle, like and then okay.
Well, I'm not very strong, so I'm not sure if I'd be very helpful for rowing. But Pretty is listening to what Ailwin is saying and trying to keep up, but she's also keeping an eye like on the water and making sure there's not like rocks or anything.
That's actually a good idea. I didn't actually do any rowing checks. Can everybody give me an athletics check to see how well you're rowing?
Oh, yes! Oh no! I was about to say I was gonna give you bardic inspiration. Can I still give her that, even though she already rolled?
Yeah.
She's actually rowing backwards, so we're going slower than we should.
Fulgur is...
Ooh, wait. Can I change that nat 1 to a 13?
How so?
The portent. Or is it because I already rolled it?
No, you should be able to change it with your portent after you roll.
Okay, I will post something into the general.
Oh no.
I will snippy snap.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't realize I had to use it before the roll.
Alright, never
That's
mind
rough.
then. That's rough.
Alright, so we've got Fulgur in the rear, and
I'm trying to make up for Faye.
Pretty's is next to him, and she's giving it her roll a little less effectively than Fulgur, but that's alright. Ailwin's up front, maybe he's a bit absent-minded due to his sea shanty singing. Faye is sort of just like at first she's actually like rowing the opposite way. And then she like looks around, sees everyone else doing it that way. She's like quickly tries to change. It's like, you know, the shopping cart memes where it's like 3 wheels and then the one kind of messy wheel. But the current is beginning to pick up. Further in the distance, you start to see the water getting a bit rougher.
Well,
Ailwin, do you know how to traverse rapids? Because it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Certainly, rapids and waves, you don't want to get hit by it.
Right, yes. So, what do we do?
Well, we alternate rows. All right, you two are going to row this way, and then Fulgur and I are going to row this way at a time. We're just going to shift us a little bit. We're going to turn. All right, we don't have a rudder on this big boat, so we have to do it the old-fashioned. Ready?
right.
On my mark. Row. Row.
Bro.
Row.
He's just trying to guide them through it like as simply as he can, because he knows they're not safe.
You'd think the old man could have told us how difficult this is going to be.
You would remember that, well, the boathouse is situated sort of up at the very northern part of the river, so on a good day you would probably be able to negate the current and take the boat up into the lake, which is probably what it's used for. And not the very long and wide, like, dangerous river that leads out to sea.
I see.
At this point you can see the rapids now. Very rough. The water's, you know, there's sharp rocks that you know, if you hit, probably wouldn't be too good for the boat. And you're able to employ Ailwin's strategy. And Ailwin, can you give me a 2d6?
Okay, yeah, I got a 2d6 for you right here. 11.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Nice.
You start entering the rapids, and it's looking super dangerous. Like, how are you gonna get out of this? The boat's almost definitely gonna get destroyed. And then Ailwin pulls like just a clutch moment. You hit a rock and launch yourself over and skip the whole rapid. You fly over it all. You're going at such speed with the currents. There's this one rock position just perfectly. You manage to turn the boat and launch yourself off this ramp. And like you're in the air for a good 5-6 seconds before landing on the other side.
do special moves.
Oh my god, Ailwin, that was amazing. Can you take over my rowing for a second? I need to write this down.
You're trying to write in a boat? Just hold on. We'll remember this when we survive.
It's fine.
Ailwin just looks absolutely shocked. That is not how this is supposed to happen.
Do we seem okay for the rest of the Are there any more of whatever that was?
No idea.
Faye starts praying.
Fulgur starts drinking.
Is Fulgur becoming an alcoholic?
He already was
becoming.
I've always been. Oh man, there's some sad history with him and alcohol.
Oh my god.
Morals go out the window when you're about to die.
Oh
Quote
my
me on
god.
that.
So, you've negated the first set of rapids. You are now about, I'd say maybe 2/3 of the way across the river. You see a small flock, maybe 2 or 3, birds flying overhead.
What kind of birds are we looking at?
Do you want to give me a perception?
I don't want to give you one, but I will.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to find out what kind of birds they are,
How do you feel about an 8?
they appear to be flying ones.
It's not the Rendamir and penguin.
It is not the Rendamir penguin, or the Rendamir emu.
Can Faye look up to see if she recognizes them?
Anyone who wants to identify these birds' perception.
What is going on?
Wow.
with me?
So Faye identifies them as the Rendamir penguin. The flightless Rendamir penguin. Pretty slightly more
look
successful.
I think that's the Rendamiran. I don't know. It looks similar to the Rendamiran penguin, but
Are you insane?
It looks like a bird to me.
Pretty. You would be able to tell it's some kind of seagull.
They're definitely not penguins, Faye. It's probably a seagull.
Oh, real? Oh, I guess that makes more sense. But
With your 2 perception, it is clear sailing. With Pretty's 12 perception, she is also able to notice even more rapids coming up.
Okay, we're gonna have to do it again, guys. Ailwin, work your magic a second time because woo, that was rad. I want to do that again.
I mean, it's the same thing. We're going to row in at a time. We're going to shift the boat. We're going to be fine. Stay calm. All right, now row. And
Row.
again, row, 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 row.
row,
Okay,
row.
and again, give me a 2d6 to Elwin. Describe how you try to navigate these rapids.
From Elwin's point of view, the objective first time and for this time as well is to try to sway in between any rocks that are poking up through the rapids as best as possible. He's trying to pick out the smoothest path with least chance of capsizing and just trying to aim the boat in that direction.
You are able to get through the rapids with minimal scratches. The boat did take a small beating from a few rocks here and there, but it is seemingly holding together, and you've made it through the second set of rapids.
That one I suspect. A
You
couple
see,
scrapes, but nothing we
Ailwin,
couldn't.
just believe in yourself.
And it's now been a couple of hours. You're nearly there to the other end. I'd say you're further than 3/4 of the way across. But you're also 40 kilometers downstream as well. And it's at this moment when you're maybe 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers away from the west bank. Ailwin feels his boots and his socks start to get soaked.
Oh, no. He's looking for a leak. Where's it at?
Give me an investigation to find out.
Totally not proficient in it, but we're going to crit on it anyway.
Oh my god. So you are able to identify the exact point. It's like a very small leak where sort of a gap has opened up between the wooden planks, and you're able to completely pinpoint exactly where the leak is coming from. It's small so far, but the water is slowly coming in.
Not to alarm anyone, but we have a small hole. Does anyone have a mending or fixing spell?
Oh,
Have extra clothes? We could just try to tap it, like, make sure it just doesn't get too full. I don't know.
I have a candle. We could use the wax. I don't know what else to do.
You said you have extra clothes, Fulgur?
Yep.
Give me-
Here, and I pull out some, some remnants of my fine clothes.
Alright, anyone got a hammer? Or a pin or pitten, something? need to
Yes,
plug
I
this
have
up.
hammer and pipe.
Elwin's going to take the clothes, jam them into the hole, and then nail it in to plug it as best he can. He doesn't expect it to last, but at least to get them to land.
You are able, for now, to stem the flooding, the leaking. You are now finally approaching the shore. You're maybe a couple hundred meters out, 100 or so, and you're nearly there. The clothes get pushed out of the hole, and now it's flooding again. And you can notice that your plugging of it has opened the hole up a bit wider.
Yeah, so how bad is it? Is it
It is
we're
now about-
visibly seeing it go lower in the water, or?
Well, the hole has now become about a baseball-sized hole,
that's
and the
bad.
planks are like splitting apart, and the water is rushing in. So
Oh,
if you
that's bad.
leave
That's
it
real
much
bad. Oh,
longer,
God.
it will start to sink.
Okay, I don't know if I can use it in this way, but can I cast Mage Hand on the outside of the hole, right? Like on the outside of the hole, blocking the water from coming in. I doubt it's a cantrip. I doubt Mage Hand has that kind of versatility.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get something to get to shore.
Not to mention you have to move it, and we might be moving faster than 30 feet.
That's also valid.
Yeah, because it'll technically lag behind, and then it'll disappear if you don't keep up.
I'll allow you to use it as a temporary solution.
Would it help if I did the same thing with Mage Hand on the inside of the boat, so it's like sandwiching it?
Yeah, both
What
of you together.
if I joined in as well?
Oh god.
Three
I mean, I
people
also
Mage
have
Hand.
Mage
Covering
Hand.
it with Mage Hand.
Oh.
Oh no, this is like the new Thunder Wave.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, every time a mage hand disappears, they're like, all right, someone tag in, and a mage hand appears.
Actually, that's a great. Yes, I think that's what we
Yes,
should do.
yeah.
Four
Mhm.
mage hands later, you are able to make it to the shore, and as soon as you get to the shore, the ship where the planks were sort of splitting apart, it just falls apart.
Oh well.
Mm.
Can I
I'm
try
not
to
sure
jump
how
out
we're
without
gonna-
getting too wet?
I just I'm not sure how we were supposed to get it back to that old man anyway, and now it's just gone. So oh well.
I'm not super sure how this ship falls apart, but if possible, I think Elwin would try to write it in like Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. Just like up until it's just what? He's going to just try to write it onto shore.
You can do that, yes. It'll be like slowly sinking even more and more, and then as soon as it gets to the point where it like hits the bottom, and you're just like standing there proudly about to get off, it just like falls like apart, and you're just
Oh.
standing in a pile of wood, and your feet are wet.
Yeah, can we look around? Like, is there any like notable like any signs like, oh yeah, Aganon this way?
You are similarly to where you came out in the forest from Argon. It appears to be a sort of a path going along the riverbank, and where you can see, it appears it's just a path. There's no signs within view currently.
What's the road condition like? Does it look well kept, or is it?
It's more just sort of like a gravelly path.
Okay.
It's not used very often.
Well, yeah. Once everyone's like collected themselves, he's gonna get his crossbow out again, and he's just gonna march along the path.
Pretty is taking up the rear because she's still mostly just writing in her notebook right now.
I mean, if you want, you can go ahead of me, and then I'll make sure you don't get snatched from behind us because you're being distracted with whatever you're doing.
Oh, what? Sorry, I'm kind of working
Yeah,
on
just
something right now.
just
Can
go
you
ahead of me. I'll walk behind her and just kind of push her a bit faster. She's like, all right, come on, keep
Leave me
moving, keep
alone.
moving.
I have to concentrate.
Well, you right. I'll push you.
Okay, fine. I'm almost done.
You're around about midway down that orange line. It's getting dark. Pretty dark actually. In fact, it's almost nighttime.
Well, it's about that time we set up for camp. So why don't we just go like I'll look for like a couple trees that like are by the road, but also make it difficult for anyone who's on the road to look and see where we would be.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can rest. Yeah, totally. So,
Have you never roughed it in the wilds?
oh,
Oh, Faye. You've never even been camping, have you?
no, not really. I don't go out of my way to stay out too late. So.
Oh,
always
well,
just-
don't worry. Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure. The first night I took watch with this group, we were attacked by a group of orcs and they threw javelins at us, but obviously we came out fine.
Her face just like drains of all its blood. And she's okay. All right, cool, right, yeah, totally.
See, nothing to worry about.
Just as a reminder, Faye would not know what an orc is, so maybe
Oh,
that
that's
might
right.
add
By
to
the,
the
by the
I mean, it sounds intimidating.
scariness.
yeah, exactly. By the way you say that, she's just gonna be like, okay, cool, orc, monster, cool, right.
How's the weather?
It's a little cloudy,
Might rain, might not.
a little
As long as
overcast.
Faye, do you have
Faye!
camping supplies?
Faye, if you would like, I would invite you to sleep in my tent and I'll tell you many stories about all the wonderful creatures that live where we come from. Yeah,
Or
we
Faye,
can go
if
ahead and
you
start with orcs. They're giant and scary and have big fangs and they can crush you with just one fist. Do you want to hear more?
they also have a mean poker game.
Sorry. What did you say, Erwin? I was a little distracted.
I was saying that if you don't have any camping supplies, and if you want your own space, I will let you borrow my tent for the evening.
Oh, I really couldn't. I mean, you brought a tent. I guess I'll just I'll share with Pretty. Yeah.
Yay!
Do we have to keep watch or?
Yes.
Right. I'll take the first watch then.
I'll take second.
I think you should just get some good sleep, Faye. Don't worry about taking a watch. No offense, Faye, but you have 0 experience, and I don't think I trust you to keep watch.
Well, I mean, they need to get experience somehow.
Why don't you
all
take the
this
same
left-
watch as Fulgur then?
Oh, alright.
Yeah,
okay.
share watch with me. I'm one of the best watches ever.
Ella just kind of sighs and walks off.
Is stuff really that that dangerous where you guys are from?
It's only as dangerous as you let it be. I mean, honestly, if you go looking for them, you might end up killed. And if you're not ready for them, you might end up killed. And honestly, if you're just kind of living your life, you might end up killed. But other than that, it's pretty peaceful over there.
Right. Oh, okay. I don't. Hopefully, it's not like this here because I've never heard of orcs aren't here. I've never heard of them at least.
Well, I mean, I thought this place was pretty peaceful until a bandit shot an arrow at me, so... Yeah, it's about the same, so who knows? Maybe these woods are haunted. Maybe there's a witch in here or something.
Hunt.
You ever think of that?
No. I think
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
we'll be
go-
fine.
Okay. How about I go take watch on the other side of the area? I'll go.
By yourself? Yeah, that sounds great to me.
No. Actually, I'll just stay by your side. Okay.
You'll see Fulgur just kind of laugh and just like, all right, sure.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Normally, you have a partner to take the second watch, but we haven't decided that. I think I'll wake up probably Ailwin later, and we can go get some shut-eye.
Cool. Can we wake up Pretty? I don't I'm kind of scared
Yeah,
about.
you want to get
sharing
back
tent
at her?
with
Yeah, no, I get it.
No,
Wait,
no, no,
what?
no, 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 no. I just, sharing rooms and tents is, yeah, I don't know. She's just a little hostile. So I thought if
Oh,
we wake
well,
her up, I'll be able to sleep in like a alone space.
well, I mean, hear me out. I guess I'm used to slumming it up a little bit. I mean, it's not the first time I've slept in the woods, and I'm sure it's not gonna be the last. So you can borrow my tent if you want. I don't really care.
No, no, you don't have to. I mean, Pretty is gonna get like 4 hours of sleep in her own tent, and then when we wake her up for the watch, it would make sense that I get 4 hours of sleep in a lone tent, even though it is her tent.
Yeah, but do you think she'll share? Does she seem the sharing type?
Oh no. Oh, yeah.
I
Okay,
mean, you
maybe
could
it's best to
ask,
just.
but
Yeah. Maybe it is just best to wake up Ailwin. Oh, I don't know. This is all so stressful. I need to calm down a little bit.
yeah, just take it easy, kid. We'll be fine.
Okay, so
Ooh.
the
job,
the
team.
literally proven worst watcher and the completely new kid once again paying zero attention. Fulgur manages to not fall asleep like he has done for like 3 of the
Sweet.
previous watches. But he is also so preoccupied with talking to Faye or just doing whatever it is you're doing,
I'll
Fucking
play the flute a
staring.
little bit.
playing the flute, that
Oh,
you're not. Oh my!
that's
So
probably
he
why
is
I'm so distracted.
incredible at the flute, but
Holy shit.
he is like a full on like focused on. He's having a concert and everything, and zero attention is being paid to the forest. Where are you each like sort of standing and staying?
Well, depending, I was thinking maybe we can climb like a tree or something, like depending on how like hidden with the trees we are.
Okay, do you want to give me an athletics to climb the tree?
Okay,
Can Faye-
I'll say I boost Faye up, but then I struggle getting up myself.
So Faye's up in this tree branch, and Fulgur's on the bottom, just sort of by the tree
Leaning
trunk.
against it, yeah.
Yeah, playing his flute. Maybe Faye's also just sort of listening to the flute playing and isn't paying much attention. You know, it's a peaceful night. Your first night out of, or your second night out of Argon, but your first night on the road. All is good. All is well in the world. It's nice and it's dark out. There's not much to see. You can hear every now and then you'll hear like an owl hooting. You can just barely through the canopy see the big full moon. Faye, while you're up in the tree, what are you doing up in this tree?
I am listening to Fulgur play the flute, and she is like overthinking, like, okay, I can't mess this up. I really can't. I gotta focus. But like, what if I focus like too much, and then like I mess up even more? But I just have to like think about where everything is, and then I won't mess up. But if I do mess up,
Feel
I
a
have to.
slight nudge on your left shoulder.
What's on my left shoulder?
It's just you've just bumped against another tree branch.
Okay, phew. I thought that was something. I wonder how Ethel is. Oh, I hope she's all right.
Something pokes your neck.
What is it?
In your back and forth, it appears you've bumped into that same tree branch again, but something seems off. It appears maybe that it's grown a tiny bit.
Oh my god. I'm losing it. Okay, I need to focus. Look around. Gotta make sure that we're safe and that the sleeping people stay sleeping and that Fulgur, can you I don't mean to be rude, but can you
Stop,
lower
wait,
the
stop there
flute?
for a second. As you're in the middle of saying lower the flute, suddenly Fulgur, you no longer hear her voice.
So like she starts talking, but then she kind of cuts herself off.
Yeah.
What was that, Faye? I was in the middle of jamming out here. I'll look up.
You look up to see that branch that was nudging against her shoulder has now grown and is now encircling her neck.
Okay, well, that's not good. Immediately gonna do this. You just start flying up, and then can I see what this is?
It appears to be some kind of tree creature. To you it appears to be a branch. And by the way, Faye, you take 5 damage from this.
I'm gonna try to force it to let her go. So
Faye, you can give me a strength save at advantage because of Fulgur helping you. Nice. You are able to
Perfect.
yank this tree, the branch, off your neck, and you'll cough a little, splutter a bit, but you're able to breathe again. And at that moment of pulling it off, the branch that was a part of the tree starts to mold a little bit, and it sort of breaks off from the tree, and you are faced with a Twig Blight.
Oh, yep, I remember one of these. These are not good, and I'm just gonna try to grab at it with Shocking Grasp.
You
assuming it
hit.
hits. So
You are
for a total of
left with
14.
a charred twig.
Yeah,
my God.
I'm gonna just keep an eye out. Is anything else coming? Anything else moving around us? Go look back at the camp.
Are you flying still, or are you on the branch because you were helping her?
I'm floating like on the branch.
Okay, well, on the other end of the branch from where Faye was standing now, another Twig Blight has come out and is about to attack her.
I'm gonna try to attack that one too.
That one dies as well.
All right, so I think at that point I'm gonna realize maybe there's a bit of an attack, and just keep going around the tree, circling to see if there's any more going for us or for the camp. After doing like a flying rotation around the tree, I'll flight down to where Faye is. I'm like, all right, you all right? You good? You know, did they hurt you? Like, you know, let me look at your neck. Is it like bad? And, you know, just kind of giving her a good look over.
I'm good. I'm shaken, confused, startled, a little, I'm very confused. Let me correct. I'm pretty good. Other than that, I mean, my neck hurts, but trees are dangerous now. Great.
Just keep an eye out, because when I fought them last, there was a lot more than just two. I mean, for the remainder of like the 9 minutes that I have of flight, I'm just gonna be doing like circles around the camp and like checking out any suspicious looking branches and maybe like zapping a few if they look too much like they're moving around.
If they look at you funny.
Yeah, they look at me funny. I'm gonna hit them with one of these.
You do not see anything, and the rest of the night goes off peacefully.
Ailwin, yeah. Can you take watch? I'm gonna go to bed.
Anything interesting happen?
I mean, trees are dangerous. So I got choked to death by one. Not choked to death, but like it tried to choke me to death, but I'm fine, obviously, because I'm alive. Okay. Have fun at your watch. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. I'll see you later. Yeah.
Everyone's going to try to find Fulgur before he passes out.
Yeah, I'm
And,
like
try to
leaning
get
against the
prepared.
tree, still looking a bit more suspicious than usual, but I'll see you and I'm like, alright. Well,
All right.
it's
What happened to the trees?
I think it was some twig blights. It's same as Thunder Tree. Remember when we tried to camp there and the vines and such try to kill us then, so
Yeah.
keep an eye out. If you need us, I guess yell. Shoot my tent if you have to. Pat him on the shoulder and just go to my tent.
For the remainder of the night, while you're on watch, it's just a boring old night by yourself.
All right. Okay.
Throughout the night, you'll hear noises, maybe growls and other undiscernible noises coming from the forest, but nothing makes an appearance.
Oh, I do want to ask: have we seen twig blights? I know we had the run-in with like tree ants in the Forest of Serenity, but have we seen creatures like tree blights and the like since we got to Rendamir?
You have
Or is
not.
that new?
There were
Okay,
no
so
Twig Blights that you encountered in the Forest of Serenity. In the Forest of Serenity, it was, I mean, the most supernatural you would have really seen would have been that tree ant. There would have been mostly just animals, bears, wolves, things like that.
Faye is the first one up because she didn't sleep very well at all. Oh, good morning, Ailwin. How was watch?
Pretty quiet for the most part.
I'll go wake up Fulgur. I'm just gonna go peek
You hear
into his
snoring.
Fulgur.
Mm,
Um.
leave me alone, pretty.
Okay. She's gonna close its ends and just leave. Pretty. Could you wake up Fulgur? I didn't hear what he's like sleeping, and he said your name. I think he. I don't.
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
weird.
hear it.
Okay.
Or okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna
you.
go over to the tent and like shake the tent. Wake up!
Arr,
God!
No. God.
We're almost to the place where just get up. Jesus, I'll help you
All
put your
right.
tent away.
Fine. Get up. Get out. Look angry. It's like, okay, fine. I'm up. Just,
What are you guys doing with breakfast? Are you guys gonna catch something? You gonna eat some rations? Or...
I think I'd probably eat some rations in my inventory. I have 2 left, so I guess.
Hey,
I should fix that.
pretty. Do you have any extra rations?
No.
Fulgur, I have like extra full rations if we want. I mean.
Well, I mean, you're gonna need a strength, man. Like,
But I have like a whole thing. Like she's gonna like pull out a big box. It's like 10 rations, like home cooked. So, like,
oh,
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know how much to bring. So
are you keeping that? I mean,
she's
sure. How
like,
many can I?
It takes up like most of my bag, but like it's It's like right there.
Huh. Oh,
I
okay.
have-
Well, I guess I don't need Pridyntha's lame ration. All right.
I can give you 5 if you're out.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't know how long we were gonna be traveling for, so I just thought I'd like.
I
not
mean,
the
better
best,
be
is that-
prepared.
Right, exactly. Preparation.
Yeah, good job. Give you a thumbs up.
Where are we going? We're going south, right? I know where we're going. We're going south. How far do you think we're going?
I mean, we should be pretty close, right?
Ailwin?
Yeah, he's eating like a stale ration from like what's left over from the pack from the trip across the ocean. You're not.
Ooh, buddy, I don't.
ago.
Yeah, that seems.
That's
I don't recommend that.
It's like a fucking
Here, I'll-
rock.
It's a hard pack. It lasts forever.
Hard time.
It's also soaked in seawater, and I don't know, man. You do you, Ailwin, but
There's something growing on it, but it gives it a nice taste.
Okay.
okay, great. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Oh, just eating as he walks.
You can make the last 10-15 kilometers. You can make that in about half the day when you are able to see as you see. Okay, so you've gone down this path for quite a long time now. It's been pretty boring, and you finally found the very first time you've seen a sign, and the sign has it's pointing down another smaller trail that's going into the forest, and it's surrounded on both sides by the dense forest, and the sign says Aganon.
Oh,
well,
we're here. We're almost there. I mean, we don't have to sleep in tents tonight. Cool.
yes,
So-
it is very cool, Faye. So you just keep on going down the trail.
So as you're going down this trail, you can sort of hear some kind of sound. It's very short, and it's just a sound off in the distance, and it's one of the sounds that was so soft that you can't really make it out. And if you weren't really paying attention, you might have missed it.
Can I
Oh,
like
okay.
kind of try and listen in a little more, like really
Yeah,
pay
you can give
attention?
me a perception.
Okay.
It appears, or well, I mean, it sounds like some kind of far off scream.
Like a excited scream or like a I'm in trouble scream?
Like a somebody help me scream.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't know if anyone else has heard that, but someone sounds like they're in a lot of trouble and damn it. I don't necessarily want to go on a rescue mission, but I kind of feel like we probably should do that.
Totally. Yeah, we should totally do that.
Oh, you know what?
rescue
Actually, Faye, this is a really good opportunity for you to show that you can do something.
mission? Thanks. Yes.
Don't you think,
thanks.
Ailwin? This is a great opportunity for us to see her skills.
What exactly are you thinking?
Oh, just like rescue whoever this is. Don't you hear that?
On her own.
No, I'm saying not on Ailwin. I'm not trying to get her killed.
How far away is the sound? Sorry. How far away do you think the sound is? Pretty. How far?
That is untellable. It's quite far off into the forest
What?
at a
Oh,
like,
into the
distance.
forest.
It's not along the path. It is like
It
perpendicular.
can't be
into
more
the
than a
forest.
mile.
No, honestly, Ailwin, this is up to you. You're in charge.
Yes, we're gonna go check it.
Great.
It's
you'll-
part of what we're here for. I guess I'll take point, and he'll kind of trudge into the woods, crossbow at the ready, just like trying to clear a path.
So Ailwin is running at the speed of light, and everyone else is following. And
I mean, it's a nice jog. Wouldn't say he's running at the speed of light.
okay, can I just, for no reason at all, grab some initiatives?
Oh Lord.
Look your token.
Ew. Faye is just like failing at
Ooh.
life.
Ooh, Ailwin.
God
A man on a
damn.
mission.
So you see these 3 people at the top. Imagine they're sort of like sort of cornered. There's like a big rocky bit that they can't climb behind them. So they're sort of cornered, and they appear to be looking at something in fear.
Looking up, looking down.
Somewhere in this
Somewhere in
general
between.
direction. Also,
But we can
this
see them
part,
kind of
no,
clearly.
this part here is also rocks. So it's like a sort of a rock
Like
face.
a solid rock wall.
Yeah, it's like a big sort of
Oh.
bouldery area, so you can't see past here. Behind them is also rocks, and the only sort of opening into this rocky area is here that you can see them through.
Okay.
I shall draw rocks.
The last few people we've met out here weren't exactly the nicest.
Well, it looks like they're not fine.
Yeah, they are screaming for help. They have not spotted you yet.
Hey, what's going on? Y'all good?
They're sort of in a delirious state right now. Not and still don't notice you even when you yell out.
If it's Ailwin's go, he's gonna just book it. Just straight. Okay, he's going to rush in as close as he can get to see what exactly is going. He's gonna try to get over here somewhere.
Yeah, as he runs, I'm gonna whisper, "There goes my hero." Oh, man, I gotta write those lyrics down for our band.
Ailwin just fucking books it waist deep.
I'm gonna keep you here before we.
Okay.
We'll get everyone to position up before we start the turn order initiatives.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I say I'm like about there.
okay, and now we can start with
I'll
Erwin.
be here.
Yeah, he's gonna just rush in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can he see what's got them spooked?
Yes. You know what? Actually, because it's probably a better idea to do this, I'm going to very quickly just make a dynamic lighting layer so that only you can see what you're about to see. Can you
Okay.
see?
I
Nope.
can.
Do you have
I
vision?
can see.
Can you see this?
Oh dear.
Oh.
That's not
Ailwin
good.
says that out loud.
Well, at this
Oh,
point,
dear.
you've lost vision of him as well. So.
Ailwin, are you okay? Are
That's
they?
a big jumper.
What is it? Is it like a thing that we have to worry about, or?
Yes. So yeah, Elvin's just gonna take 2 shots, and he can't move now because that was all of his movement. But yeah, he's gonna take 2 shots and start trying to back up. So blam, blam, for 22 total.
Yep. Let's see what he does. He shall slap you with his tail, which misses,
Okay.
and then he
Hey,
with that sort of 360 move, he comes back around and bites you, which does hit, and will do 20 piercing damage to you.
okay.
Uh-oh.
And I need you to give me a strength check. You meet the DC to escape the grapple. Pretty, your turn.
I'm gonna use Misty Step to get to here. Then I'll run 30 feet. Ah! Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, well, we're doing this now! And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast 7 on that one, and then the second, is it 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Okay, so that'll miss. But, yeah, and then she'll shout back, "It's a giant alligator or crocodile? I don't really know the difference, but it's big!"
DM, is it
And
an
that's it
alligator
for
or a
me.
crocodile?
It is a crocodile.
Okay.
Kind of run up beside you, muttering to myself, "Oh man, I hope it's a crocodile." Oh god, it is! Wow, this thing is really ugly. Well, I could speed up something, but it's actively holding Ailwin, or is it
It is not,
like near it?
but it is.
Okay.
And Ailwin is bleeding from many crocodile tooth-shaped holes.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do. I'm quickening my spell. So basically, the spell that takes an action is now a bonus action, and I'm casting good old lightning bolt.
Of course.
Amazing.
So he has to make a dex save.
He misses the DC.
All right, so he takes full damage, and it's
Goddamn.
+5, so it's 34.
Faye is just lagging behind. She is out of breath. 30. Oh, she's gonna Misty Step over these guys. Maybe she'll go like right over here next to Ailwin. She's just she wants to get ahead, you know.
Okay.
Prove herself. You were all like, you gotta. This is a chance to prove that you're useful.
Oh, don't put that on everyone else. Pretty said that. Don't.
Hey,
put
listen.
that-
No. I said I'm directing that towards.
I'm
Pretty.
sure if Faye looks back, she sees everyone wincing like, oh, she's a little too close.
Yeah. He's like, well, she's gonna die.
She is going to cast web on the gator. Try and get him under control.
He does not save.
He is restrained as long as it remains in the webs.
Elwin's still gonna step in front or in between Faye and the creature. He's gonna say, "Step back, you're too close," and then he's gonna take 2 shots with the heavy crossbow again. See, that's gonna be 23 damage total. Is he still standing?
He is.
What is the thing? Second wind to heal up a bit.
Don't worry, Ailwin. He's not gonna get out of that.
It slams Ailwin with its tail instead.
Really? It can move?
Well, it's restrained. Its movement is 0, but it can still do attacks at disadvantage. So it will slam Ailwin for 16 bludgeoning damage.
We'll be alright. We gonna make it.
Okay, and that will be the end of its turn.
Yes, I'm going to healing word him. The level 1 healing word, so he'll heal for Sia. And then I'm going to give Ailwin my bardic inspiration.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, and now it's Fulgur's turn.
I'm assuming this gives me advantage.
Yes, it does.
Alright, sweet. So I'm going to shocking grasp it.
Oh, you know
19
what?
does hit.
Sorry, healing word is a bonus action, so I cannot give you that bardic inspiration. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Alright, can Faye kind of pull Ailwin backwards, kind of away from the from the tail, so he can't get hit by it anymore?
It's up to whether Elwin resists it or not.
No, he wouldn't.
Alright, she's gonna take a couple steps back, like you said. She's gonna take a little further step away from Ailwin before doing the Thunder Wave.
Okay. He does not move.
After he saved.
Okay. We're gonna play the same song. Two bolts right to the schnauzer.
As the first crossbow bolt hits, you are now in front of a dead crocodile.
Yeah.
Sweet. Double checking just to make sure. Just keep zapping the body.
Does it start to smell like cooked meat?
Ugh.
Ailwin
I
was about to do
dead,
that kind of
Fulgur.
thing. He was.
Well, you never know.
Faye is gonna turn around to look at the women and say, "Oh, are you guys okay? Did we get here in time? Is everyone safe? We have a healer if we need assistance." Or
So the two in the back, while the fighting was going on, would have run off, and then this last one that's remaining would have been like a bit petrified, and so doesn't really reply to you, but just sort of nods her heads and sort of like mutters what seems to be a bit of a thank you before trying to trudge off.
What were they even doing out here? I just don't...
well,
It's such a random encounter, but weird.
You will have noticed that this clearing and many others are home to multiple berry bushes and herbs and things like that.
Okay.
I really didn't expect to see a crocodile here. I mean, I've heard of them. I'm not really familiar with.
It looked like a
their
crocagator to
habitats.
me, but
What's an alligator crocodile?
no, crocagator.
Crocagator?
He's messing with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Funny. So are we just continue on to Aganon, or?
I guess so.
I mean, with those women here, it can't be too far away. I mean, we just have to. I'm sure it's like more.
Unless they got really lost, but
That was
you're right.
very strange.
They didn't even give us reward or anything.
Yeah.
We should chase them down.
I don't think that creature belonged here. I
Hmm.
really don't. Who sends people berry picking where there are animals like that? This huge thing living here.
No, that's a good point. And it seemed like they'd never seen anything like this before. If they went picking berries here all the time, they would have seen it at some point. I mean, weren't there weird things happening in Argent, Faye? Didn't the animals get more aggressive recently?
I mean, yeah. I'm not familiar with what the cause could have been, but the council sure thought so.
Maybe
and
it's
if
a
you
problem
recall, the
all over.
treant was also speaking.
Oh yeah, the treant said that
Treant,
things were weird.
I mean, we can try to talk to the council in Aganon or the people there to see if that's like common.
I think that'd be a good start. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just head down. Yeah.
And at this point,